Right. So, like I explained, that privacy, yeah, is a concern. That's one of them, yeah. Okay. Then ownership, right? So ownership is basically what can employers expect from the employees with regard to non-disclosure when going to work for another firm. Yeah, it's very difficult to say, yeah, that what information they will be, like employees, what information they can disclose, what information they cannot disclose. Make sense?
Yeah.
Like what part of an information asset belongs to an organization, yeah, and what is simply part of an employee's general knowledge, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
definitely, yeah.
can you give me any example that some of the information you should not be able to disclose and some of the information you should be?
Yeah, so we wouldn't be allowed to disclose any sort of anyone's name or address or any problems that they've got, because there could be court cases going through for those people.
Yeah, that would violate the Data Protection Act.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for example, in a company, yeah, you are using, let's say, Microsoft SQL Server.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, you cannot say that you use the Microsoft SQL Server for your company. You created 5 tables for employees, 5 tables for the customers. Yeah, but you cannot say. But however, you can say you have used your Microsoft server in that particular previous job.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's basically the critical issue. Yeah. That even, for example, you are able to create 5 of them. Let's say you are able to create a database based on, let's say, 5 efforts. I'm just generally saying 5 efforts. Yeah.
Yeah.
And but an argument arises, yeah, that particular data are you allowed, yeah, to disclose even. Yeah. So ownership is a basic problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, like, if you are working on a sensitive, research, yeah, sensitive research like, the atomic energy, yeah. Last time we discussed, that there is, ATHE clearance, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, I used to get, when I used to do PhD, and every time, when I need to go ahead or get any extension into the studies, then I need to get a ATHE clearance, I believe. Yeah. I don't remember the exact word. So they every time, check that is this study a kind of sensitive study, and, are there any further regulations behind it or not? Yeah. So in the same way, yeah. Ownership matters, and it is little bit difficult. That's why, you call it an issue.
Okay. Yeah.
And control. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do employees know the degree to which behavior is monitored? Does data gathered violate employee privacy rights? And again, the control over the the privacy, yeah, is again a problem. Like, if you are working on the client data, yeah, and how you need to be monitored as a manager, yeah. As a manager, you are really concerned that this does not need to be, violated, but however, need to be monitored as well, and need to be, done in a kind of ethical manners.
Yeah, definitely.
You understand this situation?
Yeah.
Means, for example, if you are hiring a new employee, or if you are hiring a temporary employee, and on the temporary basis, then you really need to take some risk, and you need to monitor it, you need to monitor the behavior, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you've got to be careful because you don't know who that person is, do you, really, until you get to know them.
Yeah. So that's basically the control is a problem.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, accuracy is an explicit part of someone's responsibility. Have implications of potential error been anticipated? Yeah. So accuracy is an issue as well. Security is also an issue. Have systems been reviewed for the most likely sources of security breach? What's the liability exposure of managers and the organization? So everybody has a liability to protect the system. But how they do, they are the problem. So overall, what I believe, as I said earlier, that privacy, ownership, control, accuracy, and security, they are the major pillars of the ethics. Right? So maybe next time, you can explore in your practical, working environment, does anything else occur apart from them?
Apart from these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a good exercise or good task, the homework?
Yeah, I could do that, yeah.
Yeah, like, you can say POCAS, for example. C for privacy, O for ownership, C for control, A for accuracy, and S for security. Let's say POCAS. Yeah. Every time you see, whenever you are dealing with the issues in any meeting, or if any problem occurs, then do you see which type of problem is it? Yeah. And does it fall into these five of them, or maybe outside, isn't it?
Yeah, it probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess depending on
the situation, but
the situation, yeah, it depends, yeah.
Yeah, but definitely, you try it, yeah?
Yeah, I will do, yeah.
Now, professional code of ethics. Yeah, like I said, that those ethics, become basically when you really working on a concrete technology, then that becomes the standard and it becomes the professional code of ethics.
Okay.
Yeah. So professional code of ethics, like they become, a word of rule.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many professions have established professional societies which have adopted code of conduct. Out of computing to computing professional societies. One is the ACM, other is the IEEE. Have you heard about those?
No, I don't. I've heard of the bottom one.
Yeah.
The top one, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, ACM is also the computing, society. Yeah.
Okay,
and they are professional societies. They publish the researches, into their journals and conferences, papers. They allow the researches, to be produced or published. Published would be the more, proper word. So, any technology comes into the introduction, for example, someone created the technology, someone created an idea, and in order to get that idea become a kind of contribution or research, a valid and an approved research. So how that would go into the market or into the society? It should have come through a kind of these publication societies.
Yeah. Okay.
Like research, yeah. If you have done a research, yeah, and if you want to submit your research paper, your research contribution, then it needs to be submitted and printed and published into the relevant research publications.
Okay. Yeah.
When you want your technology, your idea, your invention, yeah, to be recognized as a research, yeah, then you need the kind of accreditation from those bodies. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you want to do any graduation or certificate, yeah, then you need to find a kind of accredited course provider, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like the course you are doing level 5, it is an accredited course from ATHE.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So once you would study and get assessed, yeah, then it would have been regulated by the accredited awarding body, and once they certify, then you are being awarded with the degree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same way, whatever the research, yeah, you want to approve, get it approved, then it should have come through some professional awarding bodies. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Awarding bodies at the time of the accepting your publication, your research, they follow some, the ethics of the code. Make sense? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say two of them into the computing, ACM and IEEE in computer science society. Yeah.
Yeah.
Two of them now. ACM code of ethics and conduct, they have defined some of the things like a listing that we can think we can read and assume what is their context. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So first 1.1 code of ethics from the ACM is contribute to society and human well-being. Yeah. So anything which you are producing, yeah, it should give a kind of contribution to the society. Yeah. And
yeah.
good for the human as well. That's the one point. Avoid harm to others. Okay. So for example, if you are saying that you are going to create an atomic bomb, yeah, so maybe there could be any good innovation, but directly it would be harmful for others, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Be honest and trustworthy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So be honest and trustworthy is basically the it shouldn't be the case that you did a research and you didn't get the correct results. Yeah, 100% correct results, and you are saying that you got to correct 100% results. Would it be honest thing?
No, that wouldn't be honest, would it?
Like you invented a kind of new medicine, and you are saying that this is 100% working, and it doesn't work. Yeah, then it won't be the honestness and trustworthiness, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Be fair and take action not to discriminate. Honor property rights, including copyright and patents. Yeah. So you remember we discussed last time copyrights and patents.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
And give proper credit for intellectual property.
Yeah.
You remember that if you have got your own work and you want this as a copyright, then you can allow to get it used with your permission, and if somebody wants to use it, then they can give a credit, to your work.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's normally called references in the, yeah. For example, the invention you created or research paper you wrote it, and you copied and paste, like the plagiarism.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't give a credit to someone's work, then it becomes a plagiarism, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, if you don't, if you don't put the reference in, isn't it? If you just copy and paste it from somewhere.
Yeah. So respect the privacy of others, honor confidentiality. Yeah. Then strive to achieve the highest quality, effectiveness, and dignity in both the process and products of professional work. Yeah. So, for example, highest quality, effectiveness. Maybe, for example, if you are creating work on medical, equipment, then the highest quality and the dignity must be considered, isn't it? Yeah. Acquire and maintain the professional competence. Know and respect the existing laws pertaining to professional work. Accept and provide appropriate professional review. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Give comprehensive and thorough evaluations of computer systems. Yeah. And their impacts, including analysis of possible risk.
Yeah.
Honor contracts, agreements, and assigned responsibilities. Improve public understanding of computing and its consequences, and access computing and communication resources only when authorized to do so. And articulate social responsibilities of members of an organization unit and encourage full acceptance of those responsibilities. Manage personnel and resources to design and build information systems that enhance the quality of work life. Acknowledge and support proper and authorized uses of an organization's computing and communication resources. Ensure that users and those who will be affected by a system have their needs clearly articulated, and assessment design. Articulate and support policies. Create opportunities for member of organizations. So this is related with the organization.
Yeah.
Do you remember that there was a point in this indicative content, the ethical issues related with the organization?
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Impact of current ethical issues on an organization. Yeah. So somehow it is covering this area, that articulates social responsibility of a member of an organizational unit and encourage the full acceptance of those responsibilities. So these are good points, in order to address this assessment criteria, isn't it? So the third one is, related with this one. So let's say 3.6, create opportunities for a member of the organization to learn and the principles and limitations of computer systems. So these responsibilities are advised from ACM, right? So literally, these are, let's say, one of the top two, the bodies, the professional bodies, they give the, a credit to your work, or give the kind of accreditation or approval into their, publications. Now, for assume that you did something, you wanted to create something, and you should read their ethics first, yeah, and ask these questions to yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, that are you contributing? Are you avoiding any harm to others? Are you honest? Are you, doing any discrimination? Are you honoring any property rights? Yeah. Are you honoring, the, let's say, are you considering the high quality? Yeah. Does your work has a professional competence? Yeah. Do you know if anything, comes under the law, then have you followed it? Yeah. Do you have appropriate professional review? Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you honor the contracts, agreements, and assigned responsibilities, involved? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are basically talking about the IT, information technology. Yeah. So
Okay.
its usage and the ethics really matters. So the ACM and ethics from, let's say, IEEE accept the responsibility in making engineering decisions consistent with the safety, health, and welfare of public to disclose promptly factors that might endanger the public or environment. Yeah. So
Okay.
inventions are more likely related with the engineering field as well. Institute of Engineering and Electronics, and this, that's basically the organization. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Yeah.
that, to reject the bribery in all its forms. Bribery, for example, you are given a contract privately, and you are not using the particular standard material, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So many things, these are only, I try to reduce and try to select, for example, two of the bodies, but you can find more bodies, more professional standards, yeah, that you need to follow. And these are basically the ethics and professional code of conduct, yeah. And, you really need to think generally and more specifically according to your organization.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was all about the today's session. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And there are some, suggested resources in the form of books, and I believe those, the most of them are, uploaded into the Moodle as well. Yeah. And few of the links, given into the this slide, maybe, they, helpful as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right. So anything else?
No, not for this one. I have submitted some assignments, and I'm just about to submit another one.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I am making some good progress.
Okay. Good. And which one you have? Yeah. I wish you all the best. You carry on working on your assignments, and submit to the learner work, and that's good. Yeah. And you will get the feedback. Our team, of assessment, will definitely.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I'm going to try and put more time into this year to try and get it done sooner.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah. So I'll see you next week on Tuesday again. Yeah.
Yep. See you then. Thanks.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.